Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Order of Nine Angels, our continued adventure, the continued adventures of the Crimson Dirks in the Sword Coast and beyond. As is customary, I am going to hand you over to our party of fine adventurers who are going to give us a recap on what happened in the previous session.
Okay. If anyone, unless anyone else can remember, we managed to get out of the sewers, and we were at the bottom of a large chasm in the ruined part of Neverwinter. I remembered which town it was this time. There was sort of weird stones and bits floating above us. So theoretically, there was no ceiling above us, but if we could actually see daylight, it'd be hard to tell. Ahead of us seemed to be a ruined entrance to a shrine, but before we could get there, a door appeared, which is Tyr's lovely little door. She said, well, rather than going to that boring place, do you want to go shopping with us? And like true blokes, we went, you're all right then. And we were given this weird key to go to the Devil's Emporium. And there was a little bit of show and tell about, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, and a ritual and all sorts of weird and wonderful things. But eventually we got inside there, met a very honest, trustworthy, and upstanding individual by the name of Mousifer Dreadbane. Mm-hmm. And he showed us a bunch of quite intriguing items, though to purchase these items, they have a gold cost and also a small little favour to be carried out, which could tarnish the soul to a slight bit and maybe set that soul on the path to damnation. Who could say? But also, before we could even do that, we'd have to become a member of the Emporium. To do this, it is just a trivial task. We were going inside the shrine anyway. But there is a guardian in there. Could we just bring a bit of that guardian back with us once we've vanquished it, and we can talk about becoming a member? So nothing wrong and dodgy about this at all. Seems all perfectly reasonable. So we said, yeah, that sounds fine. So we went inside, and Yorl's almost having a seizure with how much magic this place is resonating, with it being the shrine to Mystra, or a church or a shrine to Mystra. But nothing is untoward. But at the far end, at an altar, we can see some papers and some scrolls and some nice things. But as we got close, a big vortex appeared, and a quite magically infused dragon stepped out, and he barely scratched us, and we're not in danger at all, and we were in mid-fight.
Very good. A very good recap there. If you don't have inspiration, you do now. If you've already got inspiration, then you may give it to someone else.
I will take that inspiration because I think I need it.
Cool. So I think I've fitted you all on the screen. Do we need music that's a bit more dramatic for this?
No. Why scare us?
Okay, I'll leave it as it is for now. I need to get a better feel for what all these different music tracks are. I got a big bundle of royalty-free music from Humble Bundle, and there's thousands of tracks, and some of them are really good, and some of them are not so good. But
if you're playing just as a group of friends round, you don't have to worry about copyright or anything. The Skyrim soundtrack is still really solid for just ambient music.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Diablo 3 soundtrack. That's got some really nice fantasy background as well.
Mhm.
And my Spotify thought that my favourite song was one of the tracks from there because I used to play it so often. But yeah, you are, as you said, mid-battle against a plague-changed dragon. You had, by the end of the last session, done it a fair bit of damage. It was resisting some of the damage you were doing it, for it was clearly magical. However, you did certainly manage to give it a few good scrapes. I'm going to blow it up so that anyone who wants to have a look at the art can. This is the token ring that I've created for plague-changed things, or modified anyway. This dragon is almost coming apart. It's got so much magic suffused through it. It did a big magical breath on you, which is why Yorl is being a scaredy cat and hiding behind a pillar.
I'm a wizard.
You're a wizard, Yorl.
You're a coward.
This is being intelligent.
We had some tech troubles with scripts last week, which I'm hoping we're not going to have this week. When I was messing about with things earlier, everything seemed to work. Fingers crossed, eh? Kellark is the first to act in this our new session. Take it away, Aidan.
Fantastic. Kellark is going to drop concentration on magic weapon and instead cast Staggering Smite on himself.
Ooh, can you drop it in the chat?
Oh, well, it rolled the attack instead of displaying it. That's cool.
Is there a clickable thing on there? There's no clickable
Oh,
thing
there
in there.
is. Hang on, there you go.
There it is. Okay, the next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack during this spell's duration, your weapon pierces both body and mind, and the attack deals an extra 4d6 psychic damage to the target. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On failed save, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and it can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. Okay, so we know how much damage it's going to do if you hit with it. You just have to do an attack.
I sure do. Alrighty.
Hopefully it's not going to fill the chat with error messages. Hopefully we're over that
Oh,
one.
it sure did.
Oh no! Why? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out a new dragon.
Pervert.
Yep. I'm going to add it to the thing. I'm going to
Damn.
give it the
Playing
same
Baldur's
number.
Gate 3 on honor mode be like.
Why is the music now singing in Latin? Oh crap!
I am also going to pull out another Kellark as well. Just
Okay, that's fair.
for the
Yeah.
shiz. And we need to make sure it's got the same number, 21, there we go. And I'm going to delete. Come on. And delete this one. And put this one in its place.
No.
No! I tell you what, hopefully that'll fix the problem. But it might not. But it might. But it might not.
Alright. Let's see. I think it did.
It fixed the problem, or it did not fix the problem?
It did not.
Ah, curses! Foiled again!
I'll roll it from Roll20, I guess. Not Roll20, but from D&D Beyond.
Yep, go ahead.
Ooh! Is that a hit?
31. 31 is most definitely a hit.
Alrighty.
So, let's have some damage. Better open his character sheet, hadn't I? Oh, 20? Well, that's a fairly impressive bit of damage.
Plus 4d6.
But wait.
And then he has to take a wisdom save.
Yeah, so we have... Where's the radiant coming from?
What radiant?
as a D8 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Is that part of your...
It shouldn't.
Yeah. Okay. So that should just be then 13 conventional damage.
So 25 in total.
Radiant damage. Where did that come from? My sword is basic. I don't know where that would come from.
It is most certainly basic. 13, 25. Okay.
My save DC is 16 for the wisdom save.
I'm going to manually deduct some damage. Give us a... Could be insight, could be arcana, one of the above.
What do you mean?
I am just going to get you to do a roll to see if you perceive anything about the way it receives the damage you've dealt it.
Oh, for sure. Insight, you say works?
Yeah, if you like. Yep.
Dope.
Something about perceiving what's going on around you. 23, not bad. Ooh, natural 19. You get the feeling that the psychic damage did not land at all. I'm going to do a wisdom save.
It's a bit like Pontos. It cannot harm what is not there.
Shit.
21, so that is... It has saved, so it does not have disadvantage on things.
It sure doesn't. Alright, well, second attack.
That is a hit.
Fantastic. Hang on. Yeah, the +7 is on my... Is it a feature?
I don't know. Do you have something that gives you radiant damage? Is that an Oath of Glory Paladin thing?
That would be weird. I don't know why I'd have... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's called Improved Divine Smite. Whenever you hit a with a melee weapon attack, the target takes 1 extra D8 radiant damage. No action. It's just a free D8.
Oh, what's that called?
Improved Divine Smite. It's a level 11 feature.
What, of the Oath or Paladin just in general?
I think it's just a paladin in general. By 11th level, you're so suffused with the righteous might that all your melee strikes carry divine power with them. Whenever you hit a creature with a melee weapon, the creature takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage.
I suppose that compensates for
Yeah.
rather than having the 3 attacks like the fighter does.
That's pretty good. Okay, so I need to add that damage back in.
Okay.
Right, so you get another 7 points of damage. So the Radiant landed. The Psychic didn't.
Oh. Okay, hang on. My last slashing, did I do...
You haven't done damage hit. As long as a 21 hit.
Yeah, no, it's just that I re-rolled ones, don't I?
You do, but I don't think you rolled any ones.
Alright.
It doesn't count for the smite, does it? And you rolled 4d4s as well.
Yeah, that's a psychic.
4d6. Yeah, but you rolled d4s and it says d6 on the...
Yeah,
Oh, well.
4d6.
4d6.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't
nothing.
actually matter.
Yeah, it doesn't do shit, so...
It doesn't do anything. So,
Alright, here's the damage for the second swing.
okay.
Oh, I think it takes into account automatically. Yeah, roll 2d6 greater than 2. 2 or greater, I think. Yep.
Cool. So,
Alright,
we
well.
have that number there. Oh, I've just realised...
My weapon's mundane right now, by the way.
Yep. So we have that number and that number. Okay. So you have done some damage to the plague-changed dragon. You feel like the psychic damage was completely wasted on it, as if possibly its soul or mind are, I don't know, just not really receptive to being damaged anymore. It's a completely weird and fucked up dragon.
Well then.
Completely radioactive with magic. Yeah, when you slash it with your sword, little bursts of arcane fire kind of come out instead of blood. It's like a big broken spell. So
That concludes Kellogg's turn.
very good. At the
Oh,
end
hang
of
on.
your
I just
do you
need.
have a thing?
Yeah.
I've just realised there's one other thing I need to ask you to do before your turn ends. Can you please give me
Oh, yikes. Oh, shit.
No, actually, I'm not going to retcon it because that would involve messing around with stuff you've already done. But for future reference, it's aura. Anybody who starts their turn within 30 feet of it is going to have to take a intelligence or wisdom saving throw. Your choice.
Well, what's the... Is it like a random effect or is it the fright thing?
It basically makes you hallucinate. Let's roll it anyway and see whether you're affected by it. But I'm not going to mess around and retcon the hits that you've got.
All right,
I'll
sure.
let you get away with that one. Intelligence or wisdom?
+1, -1, or +0?
Well, surely you have your aura as well to it.
Oh yeah.
+3, 11.
Okay, Calark is tripping.
Oh boy.
You are having visions of the weave, so magic has got into your brain and is making you see things. So Calark is kind of rocking a little bit. As a legendary action at the end of Calark's turn, I don't think I did any legendary actions last time.
Nope.
Calark, not Calark, the plague-changed dragon bamfs itself over here. It kind of blinks out, it winks out, and then just reappears over there behind you. We then move on to initiative count 20. So we need a wild magic surge effect.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm guessing it's not the same caliber as what would come out of like a funny little forest gnome, is it?
Who can say? Here we go.
Fucking excuse me?
So, I mean, who would this affect? The problem is that this is not. This is going. It says here, a random wild magic effect occurs at a point within 60 feet.
Well,
So we
there are
need to
6.
randomly decide.
Yeah, there are 5 or 6 targets. Depends. Yeah, you could just say inside this room, there's 6 targets.
Within 60 feet, it is going to be due west of the plague-changed dragon, up to 60 feet. So we will just call that a 1d60, shall we?
And the plague dragon also be transported to the astral plane.
Well, something about 47 feet from the dragon over here is going to disappear to the astral plane. But these are effects in here and around the dragon rather than necessarily happening to the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So a pillar, this pillar here, disappears. Rills of dust fall down from the ceiling of the cathedral, and one of its pillars appears to completely vanish. A few tiles from the roof clatter to the floor. We move on to Camerook.
From here, I'm going to cast Tasha's heaviest blaster on the PC.
Interesting.
Again, this is so thick.
So
Yeah.
what is your spell save DC?
Give me 1 second. 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. Creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected. What intelligence score have we got? Certainly more than 4. Okay. At the end of each of its turns. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Okay, so let's see what happens. Wisdom saving throw. 21. He passes.
That's better on me. From here then, I'm going to go and hide behind a pillar. Yeah.
Okay. If you are hiding,
Uh,
give us a stealth roll and let's see how well hidden you are.
Ready? One. Yay.
25. Okay, that is pretty well hidden. So let's put a stealth marker on you so that we know that you are in fact hidden. One other thing. It is the end of Karok's turn, so we are going to do another legendary action. The legendary action I am going to do is Spell Steal. So Karok is kind of hidden.
Mm-hmm.
We need to use the range ruler. Okay, the only creature which has spell slots within 30 feet of the plague-changed dragon is Kellogg. What is your highest spell slot for Kellogg?
That I have available, or
That you
have
have
access to?
available.
Available right now that I
Yeah.
haven't spent is 3.
3.
Or 4. 4 is as high as I can go, but I've used all of them.
Okay. But you've got a level 3 spell slot.
I do have a level 3 spell slot.
Okay, take away 1 level 3 spell slot, please.
Stop healing
Awesome.
it.
So, the plague-changed dragon steals your level 3 spell slot and heals itself for 10 hit points.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. You feel the magic being leached out of you, and glowing lights float around the plague-changed dragon's head, and the rends in its strange magical hide begin to knit together with as bright light glows around it. That was... Where has it gone? There it is. That was the end of Karok's turn. We are now onto Yorl.
Okay. Well, Yorl is going to do a little bit of education. So, so come here. There you go. So, first of all, she's going to go to there, and you see her raise a hand in front of her, pointing towards the dragon. Okay, this is far away. This is very big.
Okay. Let's give it some hit points. How many hit points should that have? 86?
It should.
There we go.
No, 96.
96.
Mm-hmm. And I will just deduct that spell slot from my thing. So, where are you? There you go. So let's just deduct that. Let's get the important things done first. And then, as a bonus action, I will get this thing to give it a bit of an uppercut under the jaw with a clenched
Ooh.
fist.
Cool. I think it has its own button for this.
Yep.
But will it let you do it? It'd be lovely if it did.
I got lots of error messages, but it took it.
But it did do it. Okay,
Mhm.
so clearly it's not dead. 27 is most assuredly a hit, though. Does that count as magical damage, or is that mundane damage?
I would say, since it's a magical hand, it would probably be magical damage.
That would follow, wouldn't it?
Mhm.
I am going to very quickly Google it. Is Big B's hand magical?
48 force damage the hit does.
Ah,
Make a melee spell attack, so I would say it is magical, but it's force damage.
yeah. The Bigby's Hand spell, also called Arcane Hand, can do force damage by striking, blah 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 blah. Force and bludgeoning, depending on which option you use. Hand is made entirely of force, and force is always magical. Force. Force is a pure magical energy focused into a damaging form. Alright. That is force damage. Magical damage.
Yep.
Okay.
But anyway, I hope you understand this. Large, far away. And then with that, I'm concentrating on the spell. She is then going to continue to use the pillars in a sensible manner as much as she can.
Yeah. And we don't think any the less of her.
Did I strike it in melee? Yes. And I am done.
Cool. Okay. So I think I've used up all my legendary actions for the turn. Yes, I have, because teleport costs 2. We move on to Captain Pontos and his amazing dancing pig.
Okay. Right. Straight through the swirly vortex thingy, because nothing bad can happen from that.
The swirly vortex thing is above the ground, though, so it doesn't impede his progress in any way.
Pontos remembers to duck. And we will do a couple of tusk attacks first, with all of the error messages.
Why? Why?
Delilah. No, 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 no. I don't think a 17 would have.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Sorry, picking up spells. Ignore that.
Oh, it's that vortex warp spell again. 28 is a hit. That is mundane damage, however, so we definitely have a damage reduction. There we go.
Now we have the main man. And we make sure we do it two-handed because it's more fun. And I'm waiting for it. Come on, what?
Is that the Fire Hammer of Doom?
Yeah. Right. Fine. I went through all the options and just right there. Let's go through all the options again. Two-handed and submit. It's not doing it, John. I'm just
not
getting
doing it. Oh, damn it. Okay, so let me see if I can make it work.
This was happening last week when I was trying to do Pontos here.
Yeah.
All I just get is the choose target But I get all the options. I go through, and then it just doesn't do the thing.
What happens if I do it? Oh, blimey. No attribute was found for targeted token by the name of character. Oh, for fuck's sake. So what happens if I do it? Two-handed.
And it just sits there.
Yeah, it doesn't do it. Okay.
It's not me.
Well, I still blame user error, even though I
Yeah.
have. So the to hit roll, Flame Hammer of
Okay.
Doom.
I will do this the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, do it the
Right.
old-fashioned way. Do we actually have an attack on the front page for the Flame Hammer of Doom? Oh, we have many
no.
duplicates. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but no flame hammer. Damn it! I was hoping that'd be easy.
See, this is what happens when some foolish, tech-obsessed DM decides to script everything instead of writing it down. Let me find the script for the Flame Hammer of Doom. And are you getting rid of the many duplicates?
Yep, I'm dealing with that bit. I can do that bit for you.
Cool. Okay, so I've just opened the wrong document. Characters, here we go.
This is why I like to just use the dice roller if I know what the character can do.
Yeah. Okay, the Flame Hammer of Doom. So the Flame Hammer of Doom is proficiency bonus plus strength plus magic bonus of 3. So basically it's a +3 hammer.
So that's plus 13.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, +5, yeah.
Okay. Does that hit?
22 is a hit.
And the damage?
Damage is, if you're doing it two-handed, that will be... So it does 2 dice. So it will be 2d10 plus 8. And then you get another 2d6 of fire damage.
And
So that is 33.
happy with that for a swing?
Or it would be.
Yeah.
Cool. Right,
And
next
now
is
the
hard.
Okay, sorry. Tell me when you're ready.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, second swing, 24 to hit.
24 is a hit.
And 16 normal and 3 fire.
Okay. Cool. A bit more damage done. Chipping away.
And the third swing, does a 17 hit? Probably
it does not.
Okay, and then the last thing that the big boy will do, come on, is he is going to second wind because he's looking pretty rough.
Very good. So on the plague-changed dragon's own turn, a big white box appears on the screen for unknown purposes.
Channeling PNG magic.
What we want is maybe an ability recharge check. Oh, disappointing. That means we are going to have to rely on multi-attack. So would Pontos direct attacks towards him or towards Stew Bacon?
He will do everything he can to save his pig.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So we are going to have a bite attack first of all on Captain Pontos with an enormous number of error messages. don't have any advantage, do we? No, it's just a normal attack. Does anything happen? No, I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. So, let's try it that way. Does a 32 hit?
Maybe.
So, we are going to have 34 points of piercing damage and 15 points of necrotic damage.
That's him down.
Okay. So, the plague-changed dragon bites him, worries him a bit with its jaws, and just lets him drop.
I keep putting a cross on it. It keeps just fading off. I don't know. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, well,
Stay.
it won't let you put the cross on because there's an API that automatically puts the cross on and off depending on what the hit points are. So it'll only appear if their hit points are actually 0 or below. We've got a claw attack we can do as well.
Oh boy.
So we are going to do a claw attack on Bacon. Does a 29 hit?
Oink.
23 points of slashing on Bacon.
I can do the maths of that. That is that.
And then, just for fun, we are going to have a tail attack against Bigby's hand.
Whip it good.
18. Is that a hit?
No, AC 20.
It's a miss. Oh my god.
Holy shit! Really?
Yep,
That's a strong hand. Goddamn.
it's my strong hand.
Awesome.
So we are back around to Kellark. Oh, I could have moved. I didn't move. I'm not going to move.
All right. Well, Kellark is definitely not going to be a fan of seeing that happen. He's going to.
Oh, he's going to take a
Check.
save. He's going to take an intelligence or wisdom or
Ah,
wisdom save, which I forgot to do
I
to
mean-
Pontos, which I really
Pontos
should.
was too far away at the start of his turn.
Yep, that's good. I'm glad I don't have to feel bad about not retconning it again.
Yeah, he was all the way over here.
He was. You are correct.
Is 13 enough?
Is 13 enough? It is not, sir.
Shit.
So you are not paralyzed by visions, but you experience weave-induced hallucinations and reality distortions, which impose disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of your next turn. So you can attack, it's just you do so with disadvantage.
All right. Kellark is just gonna like slap himself on the head, just, like snap out of it, dude, and run over to Pontos' side. I imagine he fell flat on his ass at this point.
Yeah, he is definitely out cold, possibly in the saddle.
All right.
I don't know whether Bacon would make an effort to keep him on his back or whether he would let him fall off.
Oh,
It depends whether
I'm
Bacon's love for Pontos is as strong as Pontos' love for Bacon.
It's a one-sided relationship. Kellark is going to grab Pontos and just Kylo Ren him real hard for 75 lay on hands HP.
oof.
Cool.
Get back up, big gray man. We're not done yet.
This is not the time to be listening to Pink Floyd, Kellogg.
Big gray man?
75.
I was just resting my eyes. I'm fine. Oh, it's all good.
All right. So if he's not, I'm guessing he's dismounted at this point. Like, is he? Should I move so he takes a spot, or?
Let's just say he was still in the saddle, unless you would rather he was somewhere else. Do you need him to be somewhere
mean,
else?
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather give him a chance to reposition next turn.
Okay.
That's not a problem.
So I'm just gonna like drag him behind Chewbacca and I, so he can decide if he wants to remount or move around.
Okay. We'll pop him there then. Cool.
And-
Was that an action?
Yeah, lay on hands is an action, and with my bonus action, I'm going to use my level 2 spell slot that I have left and cast magic weapon again.
Cool. Very good. So, where does my turn order keep disappearing?
So was that effect for one turn? The hallucinations?
Yes, you're not hallucinating anymore,
Okay.
or at least you won't be at the start of your next turn.
All right.
Okay, we are at initiative count 20, which is time for lair actions. We are going to roll a d3 and see which one of these things might happen. 2, unstable gravity. Is anybody flying?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Damn. Okay, you all feel a bit wobbly because the you feel less less bound by the floor than you normally do, but it is not actually enough to send you flying unless you happen to already be in the air. On to Kariruk.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. But,
Oh, one question before you do that.
yeah,
Oh, guess who's within 30 feet? Please can you give me a wisdom or intelligence save?
yeah, of course I can. Give me one second. I need to give you a save of the wisdom or of the intelligence kind, I think.
He's a rogue, isn't he? So he's probably got higher intelligence than wisdom.
Yeah,
You pass. You are not hallucinating.
that's good to know. So I've got a thing called Magical Ambush because I'm hidden.
Oh.
I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter once more, but the save has to be with
Disadvantage.
Wow.
Well done.
Okay.
Oh,
You
come
fuck.
on.
So what was it about this fucking brainless, soulless creature again? Fuck.
He just doesn't think Kariruk's very funny, I think. Kariruk has tried 2 gags. What was the first one? Was it a knock-knock joke or something?
There's an old The Office bit that no one found funny when it aired.
No, I said my mate got. He went on. He's got. His dog's on a diet. His name is Joe, and he went on the Dolly Parton diet, and it worked. So now he's Jolene. Yeah, that's why it failed.
I used my
Um,
reaction to kill Karu.
Yep. You
Um,
crit. He's dead. His ancestors are also dead.
Jolene. Alright, with that, I'm getting out of range. I'm moving up here, and then I'm hiding.
Very good.
I'm definitely hiding. I'm like, right. Bye.
Let's have another stealth roll. See how well
Sonic
hidden you are.
Jolene.
31. He is so well hidden. Okay. Do we want to do any mean legendary action stuff? I want to do that one again.
No, please don't. They're my level 1 spell slots, man. It's all I got.
Keep away from me.
Oh, I'm not going to do that one. But we are going to have a patwang.
A for twang?
A patwang. We're having a patwang. So the dragon just blinks out of existence
Ugh.
and appears over there. 60 feet away. Onto Yorl.
Okay. Well, seeing this thing standing there like that, I'm going to now point my staff towards it, and using some of my charges in my where are you, you little bastard? Where are you? I saw you earlier. Oh, there you go. In my staff of power. Can I have a Dex 18 saving throw, please?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're in range.
Oh, is this going to hurt? 24.
Well, it's not going to hurt as much now, as a bolt of lightning shoots from the staff. So you're only going to suffer half of this. So let me just roll it. It was how much damage was it? It was right. Okay, so let's just.
Is it
Yep.
8d6 normally? Oh, 10d6. It must be upcast. Okay.
Yeah. So you only suffer half of that.
Right.
Let me just take those charges off my character sheets.
So Yorl thinks that the lightning did not seem to bother it very much.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, okay. And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to move my strong hand up to 60 feet through the pillar that is no longer there.
Oh, that's come back now.
Okay, it goes around the pillar that has just come back, and I will strike you once again.
I shall strike you very roughly.
All of the bugs.
Bigby's hand shall attempt to lay the smackery. It is a miss.
Alas, and then with my using my vast intellect, come on, I am going to then go to there.
Very good. So, do we want to do any legendary actions? 30-foot range. 30-foot range. Oh. Okay. So we're not going to do any legendary actions this turn, or this round, or whatever it is. Pontos, do a thing.
Okay, sorry, Pontus. Right, so he gets back to his feet, and then he clambers back into the saddle of Chew Bacon. So here we go again. Round 3, you big brute. So okay, come on, weird measurements, and then we will go to there.
Very good.
And so, right. Come on, big boy. Come on, tusks. And this one was with a nice charge. Haha! He's on his ass and he's dead.
So that is a hit.
Cool.
That is somewhat diminished. So
But just the sheer mass of this just slamming into it just got it off balance. So I'm
yeah,
happy.
it didn't add the thing because it doesn't. It wasn't reading any of its attributes. So it should be for strength. It should add to that. that number there. And does
Is
he,
is it enough to beat the DC 18 or not?
depends whether he's proficient or not. And he isn't. So we have 13. So he is in fact knocked over.
Okay, so then,
Oh, wait a minute. Legendary resistance.
okay, I will redo that. I'll redo that because
He chooses to pass instead.
okay, because I just as you said that I hit advantage, so I will just do that again, just to be all straight and honest.
Oh, unfortunate.
These things happen, and then Pontos swinging his big hammer. Nope. Second swing. That's probably a hit.
That is a hit.
For 16 normal and 10 fire, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
See how easy it is just to hit those dice rollers, and who needs an API?
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is much quicker. Not using it. I just like the fact that it does all the maths for me. But
I know. Yeah, I know.
At some point, I'll work out what the problem with it is.
And then my third swing does a 28 hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, 19 with another 3 fire potentially.
Okay. So he is damaged a little bit more. This thing is starting to come apart. It is barely held together across its body. You can see white light escaping from between the scales. There is, it's definitely losing its coherence. This might well be its last turn. So let's see whether it can do the fun thing. Come on, dragon, do the fun thing. It's gonna do the fun thing!
Fun for who?
Fun for me, of course.
That's rather selfish of you, John.
Wow. Sorry, typical man, thinking of my own enjoyment first.
Oh, shit nuts. Okay.
You doing all right down there, guys?
So the dragon, which is very much on its last legs, takes a deep breath, and you see, Yoral especially sees this, but the magic of the weave.
I think Carrot sees it quite clearly as well.
Yeah, he's right on the edge of it. I feel like it would be a bit uncharitable of me to push it up one square. Well, considering he's trying to get Pontos and Chew Bacon, that's what it's going to be centered on. So Pontos, Chew Bacon, and Kellark, I will please have a... a DC 16 dexterity save. That is pathetically low. Why is that so low?
What, 64? No, that's not low.
No, I'm just wondering why the DC is so low. I don't think that's correct. I think the DC should actually be higher than that.
I'll be taking 32 damage.
Pontos is going to use his is it relentless endurance, where I can retake a saving throw?
Oh yeah, okay.
As a fighter.
Yeah.
Not that button. I want that button. So dexterity, come on, Pontos.
Yeah. So the DC should in fact be 21.
Oh, now you say that. Now I've got to... And then Chew Bacon.
Thank Christ, my ring of resistance. Jesus.
Poor Chew Bacon. Okay, so it's
And
21,
that's
you say?
21. Yeah.
Okay, so that
Does
leaves
is
Bacon.
Kellark close enough to give you his aura, or is that?
No, it's a 10-foot range.
Ooh, this gonna hurt.
Sadly, poor Bacon drops to the ground with a bit of a headache.
Yeah. So he breathes out his. That's his action.
It wasn't point blank, to be fair.
Any spellcaster caught in the effect. So, does Kellark count as a spellcaster?
We ruled that only Yorl counted as a full caster.
Okay, we'll stick with that then. So, Bacon goes down. Pontos gets scorched with magical fire. Kellark also gets some magic sunburn.
Yeah.
Does the dragon move? Of course he bloody does. So he is going to try and flit into his magical pocket. So if only I can touch him.
Ah, shit. Hang on, I gotta roll Constitution.
Oh, is that for your concentration?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure is, yep.
So the plague-changed dragon flies this
Hell yeah.
way. Pontos will get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, it flew away. It wasn't a teleport then.
No, he's actually flapping his wings. He can only teleport.
Okay.
He can only teleport as a legendary action. So
Okay. Well, there's can the hand don't think the hand can or not, but Pontos does a 26 hit.
it does.
My pig.
Is it enough? It is enough.
And that is
Hooray.
for my pig.
Yep, the plague-changed dragon.
Point, point.
It lifts up its wings, which are, coming apart even as you're looking at them. The whole thing, looks like it's just kind of de-resing and flickering in and out. It lifts its wings to do a big flap towards its safe harbour over here in this magical vortex. And as it does so, as it begins to take off, Pontos smashes it on the back of the head with his flame hammer of doom. The fire just passes harmlessly through the creature's semi-corporeal body, but the hammer itself, being magical, shatters the thing's skull, and it explodes in a shower of magical sparks. Bits of dragon bone, which are kind of covered in purple sparks, scattered across the floor in all directions. What looked like dancing lights, which were floating around the creature, just kind of bounce off in random directions and disappear. The vortex goes out, and the room begins to be a little bit more normal. We are out of combat for now.
Pontos starts trying to give True Bacon the kiss of life.
Yeah, you can give us a medicine check if you like. Is he proficient?
God knows. I'm medicine. No.
Hang on. Kellark is going to fly over. Please.
Pig. My pig.
Cool.
Can Kellark take off his periaptive wound closure and put it on Chew Bacon?
I guess so. Is it a attunement item?
Ah, shit, is it?
I think it might be actually.
Nope, periapt is not an attunement item.
Oh.
All right.
Have we got like one lay on hand point left? Or...
I have 1 cure wounds left.
Oh, cute. I was just going to say the lay on hands. A point. There you go. That's what you deserve.
There you go. And I'll desperately slam cure wounds into Chew Bacon.
Cool. So he stabilizes at the beginning of its turn, which is only 5 or 6 seconds away, and you put a cure wounds on him. For how much healing do we get?
Since he has a Periapt on, it's going to be 2d8 plus 3.
Cool.
Two D8 plus 3. There we go.
Whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, double the number of hit points it restores. It doesn't actually say anything about cure wounds.
But using hit dice. Oh, hit dice, not spell. Never mind. Thought it was just rolling dice to. I think it was the hit dice actually. Oh well.
Should that only be 1d8?
Yeah, it's just going to be the 11 then.
Okay. Better than a poke in the eye with a shitty stick.
All right.
Before the spell wears off, Yorl is going to use Bigby's hand because it is strength 26 to see if it can snap at least one of those dragon horns left as part of the agreement.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, right.
Oh.
There's lots of dragon remains kind of scattered about the floor. A lot of it is kind of a burned and charred mess. But
those horns on its head look quite something as a trophy to give to our new shopkeeper friend.
Cool. Yeah, you managed to get one of those. It is about 3 feet long. They are quite big. There's at least one of them is more or less intact.
Okay.
Does anyone want to inspect the remains?
Yeah, I'm just writing some notes up, John, of what's going on there. So if other people want to do stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, someone who's good in Arcana might be able to find, like, the valuable pieces for us to extract from it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's making for it. So, okay, then we just... now it's safe. I will bravely start getting closer again. That was quite exciting. That's the first time I've come across a dragon. Are they always that fierce?
I do not remember if I fought one before, but I never heard of them being this absolutely evil in nature.
Right, okay, I'll just make some notes. Okay, so just if I do an arcane sort of sweep, see if there's anything of note on this dragon, John.
Okay.
Okay. It's quite messy here. I'm not sure if I want to get dirty, really.
There's an assortment of remains, but apart from that horn which Bigby's hand is carrying for you, not a lot really stands out. There's bone. There's definitely plenty of bone and a few other scraps, but yeah, nothing really stands out to you.
I'm going to search around the statue and stuff, see if there's anything of value or impact.
Okay, so this is a statue of Mystra. I don't have a picture of it for you, I'm afraid. And do not set too much store by what appears on this battle map. but the statue depicts the goddess Mystra holding a wand in one hand and their hand raised as if creating arcane gestures in the other. You can see that the wand is not made of stone.
Can I have a closer look at the one, please?
You can. So, the wand... so the wand is slender and iridescent. I tell you what, I want to read the item description to you, but unfortunately it names the item. A slender, iridescent wand, seemingly woven from strands of pure magic, shimmers with an ever-changing light, shifting between deep blues and silvery hues. The grip is wrapped in ancient leather, and at its tip there is a floating sigil rotating endlessly, pulsing in time with the weave itself. It radiates immense arcane power.
I'm going to see if I can take it off the statue.
Okay, so you put your hands on it. It is loose. You are able to pick it up.
Oh.
You'll need to identify it somehow.
Give me 1 second. I have identified. Oh, I don't have it. I'm gonna. Yo! Spellcaster! Yoro, what do you make of this?
Let me just have a look. Doing
I'll pass it over.
as if by magic, Yorl appears. Okay. I will. In a place like this, I am actually going to. I don't have it. I don't have it prepared, but I do have identify it as a ritual.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So.
It's
Yeah.
10 minutes for a ritual, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, is anyone doing anything exciting during the 10 minutes in which Yorl is preparing for a to cast Identify as a ritual?
Keep turning about and have a look at these windows. Seems to be a lot of windows.
Cool. Yeah, the windows depict all sorts of cool Mystra action. So, you learn its properties and how to use them, and whether it requires attunement. Okay. I am going to show it to you. So, ba-ching.
Oh, hello. I'm a fairy.
This is the Wand of Mystra. So
When you cast a spell, you roll an additional dice of the type used by the spell. What, damage dice? So you roll an extra damage dice then, I take it you mean?
Yep. So
Right.
if you were casting a healing spell, it would give you an extra die of healing. If you're casting an attack spell, it will give you an extra dice of damage. That is only for... Well, yeah.
That arcane reservoir is kind of nuts.
No, fine. It's perfectly fine. Leave me alone. While I tune the Buddha senses disturbance in the weave, I become Jedi. Oh, this is this is quite powerful, Kalruk, but it only really is sort of usable with those that are fully been trained in the use of magic and understand the weave. This as an extension of Mystra's own power. This is extraordinary.
Is it worth?
I beg your pardon.
What is this worth? How much gold would we get?
A thing like this, if you showed it to a guild of mages, it would almost be priceless.
Yeah. This is, literally priceless, probably.
It's
But
quite
give us an Arcana check though while you're looking at it.
okay. Arcana check. Right. Haha! It's cursed.
25. Not bad.
Not bad. How dare you, sir?
So in this place where the weave is actually visible to spellcasters, you can see that the way it's interacting with the weave looks a bit off. As if perhaps, well, I'll let you infer.
Yeah. I don't know whether it's. It seems to almost be going against the strands of the weave here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe just by wielding it, it's going against Mystra's designs. I don't know, but it is a fascinating item. But yeah. Thank you, Karuk.
Thank you for what?
Well, you would not be able to use this.
Do you want this priceless one?
Yes, please.
This is yours, my lady. Don't let me die.
I try not to, though. For some reason, in all my studies of magic, being able to knit wounds together is completely alien to my classmates.
Well, do as you wish with it, but when it comes to selling it, remember it's priceless.
You don't have to tell me twice about that. I know it's priceless.
No worries. I would believe you are okay. Salivate over this wand.
John, I hope you've done like some kind of card for that.
Oh, as in
for like the spells and things.
well, the scripted ones, there is like bonus damage that you can put in there, and I've just also added to the script that you can do the same thing with healing now.
Yeah,
but
okay, no worries.
Failing that, you can just manually roll an extra dice afterwards.
No worries.
Yeah.
Okay, all good.
And then we just need to track the charges, which
I'll sort that. I'll sort that out on my character sheet. That's not a problem.
Cool. Okay. What would you all like to do now?
Well, yeah. I mean, what drew me before the dragon appeared was the paperwork here. It depends on what that is. Yeah.
Tell you what. Okay. You find that there is a scroll there. That is the scroll of Mind Blank.
In a weird, perverse way, kind of
Back.
apt for this place. But I mean, if the papers are more like scriptures and things like that, I would understand as well. I'm not fishing.
The book is most definitely a spell book. Some of the pages are faded, torn, or otherwise destroyed. However, there are a few spells in the book that are still legible or usable.
You have a happy Euro by the sound of it.
Any wizard, if you're playing a game, you suddenly see a spell book. Wizards are like going, "Gimme. Let me just." Yeah. Oh, I found a spell book. Oh, that's about 6 new spells I could potentially learn if I've got all the inks and paper.
Yeah. So there are 3 spells that are still good. So the first one is Telepathic Bond, a 5th level spell. The second is Glyph of Warding, a 3rd level spell.
Yep.
And the third is Simulacrum, a 7th level spell.
Oh boy.
Simulacrum.
Yep.
Oh my god.
You seem really excited about that, was it?
Aiden knows what that spell does.
He sure does. He could make one when he was an artificer, right?
Ooh, that has some uses for Yorl.
Cool.
What was it?
Oh, you'll find out. I need to check on what materials I might need for that.
It's expensive, dude.
But worth it.
Yeah. If you need help cheesing it, there's probably a thread on Reddit on how to like do it for free or something.
No, I've never done anything like that. I just like, okay, that's what it is. I'll see what I can do. But that's not a problem. Okay, so and after all of that, even though Yorl is not religious, but then again, even though it is a shrine or a church, it's not necessarily the most religious per se. It's more magically induced. Yorl is going to kneel by the altar and say a few words to Mystra, whether they're right or wrong, or finding this place and just almost as a magical pilgrimage.
Oh, okay.
So,
So let's see whether she notices. So give us the most appropriate one is definitely Arcana, so give us an Arcana check. And we'll just see if anything happens. This is just a wild card here.
Yeah. Hey, God, it's me. No.
Yeah. God says no.
As I said, she's not necessarily the most religious, but just in a place like this, and to find this after all of her years just being on the island studying magic to experience the wider world and then discover this. She's having a bit of a personal moment.
So
How
I'm-
personal a moment.
You heard me.
I'm going to go over and say, what are you doing? You're are you praying to the Lady
just-
Mystra?
Just a personal word of thanks. I mean, this is an extraordinary place, and these some of these spells in this book and this wand, these are these are beyond some of the most highest teachings I had back at Fairwick. I think it's only almost polite and right to just have a few words of thanks. I know technically Mystra is a god, so this is what those of a devout nature do, but she is a god of magic and of secrets and knowledge. So I just thought it was apt.
Yeah, no, that's really. But why don't you try again and just mention that I'm here? And with that, you'll try again, but with advantage this time. Get the help.
Carrock. Everyone knows Carrock.
Yeah, you call it Cleric, famous.
Alright, go on, just for laughs.
Oh God!
I have a very specific number in mind. Well, I have two very specific numbers in mind.
God. Awesome.
It was neither. It was neither of the specific numbers I had in mind.
Yeah.
I think it was probably going to have to be like a natural 20 or something like that. But but it was a start. It was a start.
I just got crazy shaking my head. Thank God. I will never learn.
But anyway, yeah. Whenever you're ready, we've got the horn to take back. We can do that as well.
Yeah. So down here, the south, these two tables, are they on the battle map? Are they anything on them?
Sorry, did you say something about tables?
Yeah, like two tables or altars down here, to the left and right.
Hold on.
Bottom.
Oh, those. They are just kind of set dressing. I'll tell you what I will do. I will do a roll on the treasure table. I reserve the right to veto anything stupid that comes up on this list here.
Christ.
That might be a
About
little
that
bit.
simulacrum.
That might be a little bit excessive. I tell you what. I think I might downgrade that by one step.
There was no magical, no serious magical items in there. Oh Jesus Christ! It's just lots and lots of the same gems.
3 billion gems in here. Fuck me. Okay.
Scrolls and a scroll of a level 1 scroll and a potion of healing. But all of the gems.
Yeah, it does have the values in there. So
That's something for Kev of tomorrow to get all of that in the yeah. Thanks for that.
Do you want me to paste that into a handout?
Already doing it.
Ah, well done.
I could just say 3,000 gold pieces or whatever. How many 50s are there? One.
I'm just going to get it all put down in the general kitty for now if we need to.
Yeah, you definitely find a good few thousand in gold's worth.
I'm going to say, should we take these offerings that should be for Mystra? Yes, we shall.
Okay, Bob. Shall we nick it? Yes, we can. Okay, that might take me about 20 minutes tomorrow to get all of that properly logged in, but I've got it saved.
The scroll is a spell. Is identify.
Okay, that's fair enough. We got an identify scroll. Okay.
Determined randomly. Right, I am going to leave that with you. Excuse me. God. Okay. That seems as good a time as any to have a brief comfort break. So
No worries.
let's come back in about 10 minutes and continue. So in the meantime, excuse me, I shall move us onto the break screen, and yeah, I shall mute myself until I come back.
No worries.
Right, catch you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
I'll be back in a second.
Well, happy with that.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, that one. I'm gonna have to try and create that in D&D Beyond. So I've got it in my thing, but that's quite tasty.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Hi.
I can never say the word, but simulacrum. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I get to make a clone of myself in the most basic term.
Ooh. That's
Yeah.
cool. That
Like,
sounds awesome.
like a really powerful homunculus.
Well,
If you're more familiar with homunculus.
yeah, I watched manga.
All right.
Which one was that from? Which one it's from now?
Yeah. So yeah, I've got some work. Oh, let me just actually look that up. Right, come on. What do I actually need? What do I actually need for that spell? Okay.
I might be thinking of a phylactery, but don't you have to kill someone to make a simulacrum?
No, I think that is simulacrum. Okay. So some simple materials, and then powdered ruby worth 1,500 gold that gets consumed, and it takes 12 hours to cast.
Quite a while.
There's a lot of ritual involved in creating this, but
I mean, you're telling the gods to go fuck themselves as you create your own life, so.
Mm-hmm. Really?
it appears to be the same as the original, but it has half the hit points and is formed without any equipment, so I create it naked.
Yeah.
But other than that, it has the same stats of me, except it's a construct, so it's not creating. It's technically a construct.
Look at so cast spells with that.
It's friendly to me, and creatures you designate obeys your spoken command, move and acting in accordance with your wishes, and act during your turn in combat. It lacks the ability to learn or become more powerful, so it never levels up.
And it can't be healed through magical means that doesn't affect constructs.
Nor can it regain spell slots. So if you were really using it, going, I'll have about 5 of these. It's like, for a couple of fights, lots of spells, and then slowly that dwindles down. But I have other potentially more roleplay-esque uses for it.
It's handy if you need someone to like transcribe shit into your spell book while you take a long rest.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some things I can do with that. But I think when we go into the shop now, I'm not necessarily interested in that hourglass anymore. Though it is nice, but I think I might, for now, I just need to get some various scrolls and materials for some things. But all is good.
Not gonna lie, that scythe is still in my mind.
Yeah. What about the shovel?
I mean, he was quick to give me a way better option right after in the scythe.
Also, yeah.
Because like I deal radiant damage as is. Like I'm there to like fuck up undead easily. The scythe is really the bonus I'm looking at. It has lifesteal.
I think the rapier, I think, seems pretty sweet.
But
Lament.
as a reaction, when you cast a spell, I can expend. As a reaction, I can gain up to a 5th level spell slot after casting. Jesus.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
And extra damage. So it's like, okay. Yeah, I can live with that. Who doesn't like a little bit of extra damage?
I'm a good thing.
I just love the image of Yorl coming out from behind that pillar after the fight. Wow, guys, what a tussle!
Yay, we won! Look, I was punching it plenty and throwing lightning bolts and fire bolts. I was doing plenty. I am not equipped for physical combat. I mean, I've got my AC up with mage armor and blur and stuff, but she's still not going to be that stupid. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking by it.
I'm just gonna put you in like a full plate suit with like a cursive binding on it while you're sleeping.
No, I can't get it. Won't be able to cast spells wearing this.
Can't you?
If you're not proficient, I don't think you can cast spells.
Ah.
That's just... So I mean, yes, if you really want to use your feats as a wizard to suddenly go, I'm strong enough to wear this armor and I can wear it without disrupting myself. Yes, you can. Or that's where you sort of multi-class going. I'm a fighter that's now studying magic. Yeah, you can do some things like that if you want to.
Could be a funny character. Just rock up this session. Just not telling anyone you're a wizard. Just walk in full plate, full helmet. No one can see you. Just like huge hunky dude with the sword on your back. The helmet comes off. Hello, friends! And it's just an old ass wizard inside his armor.
I heard this story once of there was this. It was like almost like a one shot or something where it was meant to be like a group of wizards, but one of the players asked the DM beforehand, and every time he went to cast his like force damage spell, he made a dice roll, told the DM what the number was, and it turned out he was making deception rolls, succeeding, and he was a fighter just throwing things, but no one actually saw him because of the deception rolls. And it's like, yeah, magic missile, and it's like no one was seeing it, and just the target just got hit by your magical force. Yes, magical force. I didn't just throw a frying pan at him.
Oh yeah, he was using sleight of hand checks to throw alchemist fire instead of firebolts.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, my telekinetic powers moved that vase to hit him around the head. Yes. Magic.
Yeah, he just played it off as being an Eldritch Knight.
But yeah, there's some things you can do. But yeah, if you're not proficient in the armor, you can't cast spells because it interferes.
Mm-hmm.
But since weapon proficiencies are going to be for every class, that means like spellcasters can actually have a fallback weapon.
Well, there's proficiency in mastery, so yeah, even now, wizards can be proficient with most basic weapons.
Oh, the mastery is what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only the martial classes that have the mastery, and depends on the class how many they have mastery with. So, like fighters can have mastery with like 3 weapons to start off with, or something stupid.
Surely it's going to be a feat where you can gain mastery or something.
I think there is a feat, and don't call me Shirley. I grew up watching too much airplane. Just want to wish you good luck. We're all counting on you.
I'm pretty sure he did the same bit in Naked Gun too.
He probably did as a callback. But was it before that film? He just did all serious, proper theatrical acting, and then he got that script. He was in an airport or something like that. He was reading it, and he was absolutely had tears down his eyes. And some random person went up to him and goes, "If it's that funny, you should go for it." And yeah, forevermore, a legend was made.
I mean, that was kind of the case with Rowan Atkinson also.
Yeah, or
not to the same degree, but like he was like a more serious theatrical type of actor, and they're like, "Hey, yo, you want to play this almost mute, like mentally stunted?"
Oh, no. Whoa. No, he was doing a lot of stuff in his 20s and that in like sort of alternative BBC Two comedies. He was doing a lot of stuff during the 80s, all that kind of young ones, alternative kind of stuff.
Really? I only saw like the can't really.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Blackadder and Mr. Bean are his biggest bits, but he was doing a lot of stuff in the 80s before that.
I have returned.
Ah, hello there.
Hello.
I've just been looking. I can't see the option for where the spells are to if I wanted to just potentially look at if I write any of these spells down to actually put them in my spell books. I can't see where that option is now. Because before you used to be able to, like the cog icon or something, they used to be able to get spells you could just drag over.
Oh, that's the compendium.
Yeah, well, I can't find it.
Should be like a picture of 3 books next to the journal tab.
Yeah, but that's only giving me like really random campaign books there. Ghost of Saltmarsh, Tome of
What?
Beasts. What?
That's very weird. Can you send us a screenshot of your what your compendium view looks like?
Okay, just one moment. There you go.
Where'd you send it?
In the chat.
Yeah.
Which-
Let's have a look.
If I use the search, it appears. But when I was just like, it was just showing all these really random books. I was like, what's going on there?
I can't. I cannot see the picture that you have sent in the chat.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to hit that button. There you go. Try now.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, hit the back button once.
I'm just
So the little arrow next to D&D 5th edition. And that should take you back to categories.
Oh, it's oh come on, it's having a moment. What back button?
So where it says D&D 5th edition, next to
Yeah.
that there is a little arrow, like a greater than, less than type arrow. If you just click on that, it will go back to D&D 5th edition without that arrow next to it. And you should be able to see all the categories.
Yep, it does. It's got it now. For some reason, I was just seeing all the books, and I was just really confused. But anyway, it seems to have been sorted now.
Yeah.
How do you deal with the book?
I can't see the books in that
No.
position, but I think compendium sharing is on. But if it
It seems to be working now. But I just wanted to so if I did write some of these down, it was just like how do I knew there was a bit to play over. I just couldn't find it.
Cool. Yeah, there should be a category for spells, and there's a filter, so you should be able to track down what you want. For some reason, just typing the name of a spell into the compendium does not always seem to bring the bring what you're looking for up. I don't know if it's case sensitive or what, but I've had terrible trouble searching the compendium. Sometimes I've had to go out of Roll20 altogether and look on 5e tools or something like that instead, even though I've got the content in Roll20 and should in theory be able to find it. Anyway, I shall stop complaining about the compendium, because one of these days I'm sure it'll do exactly what it's supposed to do.
Never.
Now that you are in now that you're out of combat, what would you like to do? You have stuffed your pockets with treasure, found yourself a magic wand. What's next?
Shall we go
Yeah.
back, or shall we go and the last rapier that I need to get a little bit of tears. That's going to be going by.
Yeah, well, we've got there's definitely some a shop like that will definitely have some components and materials that I might be looking for. So, but I think if we're going to do the ritual to summon the door again, I think it'd be best to do it outside. This place is too much magic here. I wouldn't risk doing such a ritual in here.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
It'd be like trying to particularly light a flame in a coal mine. There's too much dust. The risk is quite dangerous.
Let's head out of here then, back into the main sort of thoroughfare. Unless these things outside, are the doors, this one room.
Right, so unless there's any other rooms, John, we'll be heading back outside.
Cool. I am just getting the outside ready for you.
Okay, no worries.
And much to my annoyance, I have helpfully
If you,
duplicated all these things. So I'm going
I was going to say, if you just wanted to do it as theatre of the mind, because we're only literally going out there to fight, to then cast the spell, the ritual on a door, to then go to the Emporium.
Oh, well, I want to ask you if you remember how to do it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to move the ribbon back to the chasm. Then I'm going to make sure that we can see you all. There we go. You are outside again. Why do I feel like one of you's missing? No one's missing. It's all good.
It's just Carrick's very good at stealth.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we acquired the favour that Melissa requested for us to get membership of his Emporium.
Oh, very good. And none of you are dead. Impressive.
It was close for a few of us. But, could we borrow your door again, Tyr, please?
Oh, yes.
Yes, because from what I remember, what you told me last week, well, a few hours ago, really, we need a door, and we need to make sure we focus our minds on our true intent. So we want to get to the Emporium, and then there was a bit of powdered obsidian, some brimstone, and a little blood. There was that silly chant you made Calric say, but I don't think that's necessary, the way you were giggling afterwards.
Oh, I was hoping you'd do it again. Oh, well.
Yes.
Very well. So, Tyr's doorway appears. She reminds you how to do it. You have to mark a doorway or arch with powdered obsidian, sulfur, and blood, which mechanically is 1d4 hit points worth of damage to the summoner. So, who shall be summoning the door?
That would be me, I guess.
Okay. So.
I don't know what's happened to my health.
Oh, that's weird.
I still had just look at my character sheet. I still had some health, so I could take D4 damage.
Cool. So how do you get this small offering from her?
What the blood? It'd be straight across the palm, and then just sort of smear it across the door.
Cool. Okay, you managed to do that without enormous difficulty. So
Just remember, don't we just put my camera on? I forgot to. There we go. I'm back again.
he's back.
Yep. So.
And we need a performance charisma roll.
Ooh. Oh, that's not necessarily a good thing.
Remember, you must really desire the door to take you there.
Well, I understand mental focus. As a practitioner, that is part of many of the spells we have to do, but I don't have to.
Oh, Yorl, you can be somewhat bloodless at times. She kind of looks at your hand and goes, "Oh, sorry, figure of speech. You know, we need to. Would you
And I
get a
give
bonus for that from standing next to Kellogg?
It's
would
only
that not
saving
count?
throws.
All right, okay.
Yeah. So after I sort of drawn it all out, smeared it with blood, I give it the old jazz hands. Ta-da!
Oh, I mean, surely you must know something of desire, Yorl.
No, I understand that, but mine is like I said, my magic is more of a focused tool rather than just a sweeping kind of gesture to weave the magic and actually shape the weave itself.
I think you're too much of an intellectual being. Come on, give it some thought. Reach for those hormones, you know. There's some glands in there somewhere, I'm sure.
Carrot, I mean, I've drawn the door for you. Can you try and focus it, please?
Yeah, of course I can.
Yes,
I'll.
I'm charisma 0.
You
In
need
fact,
some more.
I got a 15 on a no modifier. I'm happy with that.
That's actually a pretty good roll. It's just not quite enough.
I know.
I might not be all that great either, but I'll cut my hand and take the core damage, or it's alright because there's blood already there.
I've already done that. You just need to try and focus the door to the location.
Alright. And you want a wisdom check of some kind to get insight?
It's performance charisma.
Performance.
Yep.
Not that great. And now he's working it. Not working for me, I'm afraid.
Oh,
I tried my hardest.
Kararuk, last time you did it really easily. Have you got misgivings? Are you a bit worried? Is something wrong?
It's performance anxiety.
Oh dear. She kind of comes over to you and pats the back of your hand and says, "It can happen to anybody, Kararuk. It's okay."
I'm sorry, dear. It doesn't normally happen. This is the first time.
I'm sure it is, dear. Surely one of you must have a strong desire to return to the Devil's Emporium.
Kralak?
Fine. I guess the charisma guy should probably try it.
Yes, please. I was hoping we might be able to just fluke it without you, but no.
It's so funny if it's not good.
You know what?
Or I smite you.
Your buddy really sold me on that scythe, even though he was like kind of hesitant to actually show it to me at first. But let's see that scythe again. I really want to hold it again. Well, damn.
I guess you don't really want it that much. The door doesn't believe you.
What do you want me to say? That rerolled my accent.
Okay. Kralak, shall we? Let's try together. If I try and channel the arcane path, and you try and enforce it, and I'll give you advantage.
Just gonna look at Tyr like, please. See if that works.
Go on, charisma guy.
Do I have any? No, I don't have any. Okay.
It's not charisma. It was performance. So
it's performance, but I don't have proficiency in it.
Yeah. She's still better than us. So yeah, like I said, Yorl will try and
Please!
Oh, Kellogg, what's? Oh dear, you seem
So
you seem quite perturbed. Don't
far,
you
I'm
guys
the
want
best one.
anything?
Yes, we want to buy stuff. We want to go in the shop.
What about you, Pontos?
Um, okay, let's. And he sort of slumps off chew bacon, comes up to the door and just starts playing. Yeah, it's Black Friday all over again. Let me in. And oh, come on.
Okay.
I've got two bacon.
Yeah,
Two bacon might
go
want
on.
to go.
Go on, do one for Chew Bacon.
Oh God, Fluff, don't make the pig do this.
This would be
It's so funny if he
extremely
does it.
funny. Extremely funny.
Sorry, I'm just going to get to his character sheet now. So I
Go
didn't
on.
bother opening his character sheets up.
Not
Don't worry.
20. Not 20.
Right. Let's. What is Chew Bacon's charisma? It's -3. Right, here we go.
Not 20.
As good as Pontos.
Yeah. Well, Tia is quite disappointed, and she says, "Well, it's a good thing it's my key, isn't it?" Okay, I'm a bit disappointed, a bit despondent, really, after all this.
Well, hopefully, if we become a member, I might see if there is a teleportation circle because I can do that rather than.
Well, you see
we'll
that.
have to wait and see.
That's the problem. You're seeing this as some kind of intellectual exercise, when really, you know, it's nothing of the sort. I mean, I don't know what to say, really.
You say that, but it is still magic. So surely I should be able to control it and shape it how I wish. I trying to sweet talk the weave seems madness.
Hold on. What is the proficiency bonus of something with a CR of 4?
That'd be about +2, plus
Yeah.
+2 or +3.
It's not a lot, is it? Okay.
Yeah, come on. See what you can do here. Come on. Yeah, I got a 15. What's your problem?
Okay, let's have a look. Oh! I accidentally double tapped it. I think I'll just go with the second one there.
Fine.
What was that? Accidentally rolled it twice? Definitely meant the second one. Well, I was hoping somebody would get it, but obviously you're all just a bit tired. I mean, it didn't look like it was going to open for me for a minute. I tell you what, I'll have a nice rest when we get there, and then you'll all be raring to go again. I think you're probably just a bit tired, bit of blood loss, you know.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yeah, it must be. Okay, you find yourselves yet again in the company of Mousifer Dreadbane, the proprietor of the Devil's Emporium. He says, "Oh, you made it back again. Hello, Tia. How are you?" "Well, I'm a bit sad, really. None of this lot could work up the desire to open the bloody door."
It wasn't just the desire. We wanted to come to your Emporium, but we was just a little bit exhausted after our encounter, so we were a little bit fatigued. I apologise.
How did you do?
Well, we are here, and Pontos sort of puts the horn down in front of him.
Look at that. That's amazing. I can definitely do something with that. Not sure exactly what yet. maybe a spear. Or maybe I will carve it into a sword. Anyway, I'm sure it will be positively seething with infernal energy by the time I'm finished with it. Butt plug, maybe? Anyway, that can wait. He waves a hand, and the horn disappears. Well, it doesn't disappear. It just kind of floats off and finds itself a place on a shelf. Thank you very much. Consider your application to join the very select club of the Devil's Emporium successful.
Thank goodness.
He opens a hand, and in it is another key, and it's almost identical to Tears, except this one is a little bit shinier because it's new. Who will be the holder of this key?
I guess I can do that if need be.
Very well. Okay. I would be careful not to store it too close to anything flammable. They do occasionally get a little bit hot. Possibly don't store it next to a stack of papers or anything like that. Especially not kindling. That could go very badly wrong. Anyway,
As hearing all this, Yorl starts just handing the key over to Calrook.
Anyway, the key is
I don't
yours.
mind.
Yes. Don't be shy. You've got it now. So, as you know, the portal will only open if you express a true desire to come here, and you can only leave when we come to an arrangement, an accord. So once we have shaken on some deal, then you will be allowed to leave again. As you know, I also have for each of you a nice little ring. He opens his hand, and floating around the palm of his hand are a number of rings. They look like they might be made of silver or some kind of silver-ish material. On each one, there is a little gemstone.
What are these before I Bloodfire Ember Ring? Okay.
Yes. Each one has a jagged gemstone. I'm going to read you the item description. The jagged gemstone flickers with shifting hues of deep crimson and molten orange, as though tiny embers smoulder within its core. It is warm to the touch, carrying a faint but persistent heat. When held, the light within the stone seems to pulse in time with an unseen rhythm. Despite its small size, the ember draws the eye, its glow never quite steady, sometimes dimming to a dull red, other times flaring with a brief, unnatural brilliance. There is an undeniable sense that it is more than just a simple gem, though its true nature remains unclear.
Yeah. Thank you for the kind gift.
Well, this is a symbol of a contract between us. So should you choose to purchase any of my wares, this ring will let me know whether you have succeeded in your task or not.
I understand the secondary favour for each of your items.
Indeed. So if you wear this ring when you go out into the world to do me a little favour, it will tell me whether you have done it. And when you report back, I will know that you have fulfilled your part of the bargain.
Yeah, very good, very good. I understand. Yes. Well, I, if you don't mind, I wish to peruse some of your more arcane wares while my colleagues here conduct business with you. If and I just want to see what else you have on the more straightforward arcane nature. Just start going look at the shelves.
You speak of books and scrolls. Yes, do have a look. Peruse at your will.
Ooh, there's some scrolls here. Ooh.
Yes,
Books.
I've done some more work on classifying the some of the items that you may not have looked at in detail before. The hourglass, which you showed some interest in before, a very rare item. It has a name. It is called the Hourglass of Dying Stars.
And what would be the cost and favor for said item?
As previously vouchsafed, the price of the Hourglass of Dying Stars is 9,000 gold pieces. But the favor, one must steal something. As I said before, it need not be valuable, but the owner must be unaware and permanently deprived of it, and you must bring the item back to me here.
That was it. That was it. I remember now. But if anyone else wants to start wading in, I've added the money to the kitty. It's just all the gems and items I haven't done yet.
Cool.
Ooh.
I am going to make it visible so that you can see what it does. So you see that label there, Yorl? Give that a little read, and it will tell you what you can do. It may have other effects. Certainly isn't exhaustive.
Oh my good God.
Yes, immensely powerful. There may be downsides. Oh, you remember the mirror I told you about before? The one that drives people mad?
Yes.
Well, turns out that it has a name too. It is
Mm-hmm.
called the Mirror of Whispering Wounds. And that is 5,000 gold pieces. The favour that you must do me if you wish to purchase that one is that you must find someone beautiful and ruin their day by making them doubt their appearance. It's almost certainly cursed, though. I mean, a lot of these things are. Yes,
Okay.
certain to drive you mad, but I still think it's rather lovely. I think it would be very nice for you to own such a thing if you want it, if you desire it, of course. So let me make sure. Here we go.
Ooh, okay. Right.
Yes, have a look at the label.
Okay. All right. Right. There's some nice things there. Right. But, yes. Please. Everyone else. I'm just looking at some of these titles here. If anyone else wants to step forward.
Yeah, go for it. So what's everyone else interested in? Mousifer looks to Carrick. Are you still interested in purchasing this rapier, the Wraith's Lament?
I am indeed. I'm going to go and get some tears of a girl as soon as I can, and I'll bring them back to you.
Very good. I look forward to it. That'll be fun. Nothing like finding a little girl and you know, making her burst into tears. It's one of the highlights of existence, I think. Finding someone truly innocent and really giving them a shit time.
Hmm.
It's one of those
Don't
things
worry,
that just makes you feel all warm inside.
I'm not sure, but quite like that blade.
Well, I'm sure it'll be worth it.
Are you interested in purchasing any items, or are you just looking for selling?
Well, I mean, mostly I sell things, but I do sometimes sell things on. Have you? Obviously, I'm not going to purchase mundane items. Don't insult me by trying to offer me anything that isn't inherently magical. But
I can assure you, both items we have are of a magical nature.
oh, what have you got?
And just looking through, we have a studded leather of necromantic resistance and a adamantine half plate armor. Just if we can offload them, that'd be nice.
I don't think adamantine half plate is magical. Unless adamantine is inherently magical.
think so.
If not, we can find somewhere in Neverwinter. I'm sure we can get rid of that. But the studded
Yeah.
leather is definitely magical.
Yeah, that's definitely magical. Oh, look at that. Oh, I tell you what, I could stitch a really nice curse into this one. Yeah. Oh, I quite like that.
What are you willing to offer?
Well, let me give it some thought for half a minute.
That's fine. That's fine.
Studded leather of necromantic resistance. So, it is not a... It's not got a plus, has it?
No.
So, I think this is probably worth somewhere between 400 and 600 gold pieces. I'm inclined to think the lower end. I've got to make a margin.
I understand, but since we have just given you that nice horn. Admittedly, I know it is part of the membership, but it still has a lot of potential. A dragon horn like that. Would it be possible to up it to say 500? What, meet in the middle? I'm not asking too much there.
Well, persuade me, darling.
That is where I was going, Sweetums. No, I don't want to use Pontos's persuasion. Where's our character sheets? Come on, where are you? Stop hiding. Come on, Ural. Oh, come on. Now you're loading. Come on, you know you want to. I've just been really slow opening up my character sheet now. Right, there we go. Right, persuasion. I'll make it public.
It doesn't smell very nice. It's going to take me a while to get rid of that stench, whatever it is. What is it? What does it smell of? Why does it smell so bad? Where did you find it?
I believe we that one was that from the all the mummies and everything. I believe it probably was. That was the last one. There was no loot from the Kraken. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it probably has been sitting around for a while and been a bit musky. So, no, that's okay. 400 it is. It's worth asking.
Very well. Here you go. He pulls out a pouch. He takes a few coins out of it and he throws it over to you. It has 400 gold pieces in it.
Yeah, we can keep a track on all of that.
A pleasure doing business with you.
Well, this is only the start. I'm fascinated by everything you've got here. Really, I just don't know where to start.
Well, you could start with that mirror. I'm sure you and that mirror are made for each other.
I think you probably are correct, but I'm looking at a number of these scrolls as well. So hopefully we might be able to get a bit of a bulk going off here. So
Well, do you have a shopping list? Something
I
to work from?
did, and I sent it to you the other day.
You did. You did. I'm just just giving voice to Mousifer. So I cannot look at that list right now. Hold on.
Yeah. But basically, I'm looking for some scrolls of to speak to other individuals to gain their perspective and understanding of things, along with a
I
means to
see.
plus the relevant accoutrement to do such things and protective measures.
Foul rites of summonation. Very good. Well, there should be some over there somewhere. I'll let you peruse at your leisure while I speak to your friends momentarily. What about you, Kellark? Anything speaking to you?
Could you remind me what the stipulation was about the scythe you showed me last time I came?
Oh, well, I don't believe I actually told you about that one. Let me quickly peruse my notes and see what we can find. You see.
But you did show me.
Oh, I certainly showed you the item. I don't think I told you. I don't think I told you what it was.
The favor.
Oh, all right. Oh, you did.
On a drunk Saturday night, you must steal a policeman's helmet.
Reach for a policeman's service weapon.
Wow. Yep. I think possibly in the UK you might survive that. Not sure about Canada, but
Please, if a UK police officer breaks down my door, I'm more armed than he is.
yeah.
In Britain, if we have to kill a man, we do it point blank with our fist.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Heard quite a few things about acid attacks in the UK. Doesn't sound like a fist fight.
Oh, there's that.
It's still close range. Yeah, we're not doing that like 200 yards away.
That's still like the balls to just like think you're gonna get away with attacking someone with acid. Just one big wind blowback, and there you go. Good job, dumbass.
That's called Darwinism.
Yeah.
Congrats, you fuse your eyes to your mouth.
While you're discussing it, you're seeing you're all just like, and I'll have one of these, and have one of these, and she's just loading all these different scrolls and bits and pieces in her arms that she's on some kind of like 2 minutes in a toy shop shopping spree kind of thing.
Yeah, except now you have to go steal the donations from a temple of Tyr or something.
Well, someone in our party is quite good at stealing things.
Well,
Looking
hopefully,
around.
like scrolls and more general things won't necessarily, hopefully, have any favors rather than the compared to these big juicy items. John is busy typing there.
Yeah.
For all the scrolls, you have to release a shade inside a hospital.
In the local monastery that have taken a vow of silence, you have to release a banshee.
Very well. The Grim Harvest. A favour for the Grim Harvest shall be... you must attend a wedding. And at the end, when the priest says, "Does anyone here object?" you must object. And come up with the most ridiculous reason in objection that you can possibly think of.
I mean, I can just prepare ceremony and do the wedding myself.
I mean,
Isn't that gonna be great? The priest himself objecting to the wedding.
I mean, that could be quite funny, but not as funny as what I've got in mind.
Fine. All right, can I prepare a speech about if it's a interspecies marriage? I'm gonna have like a critical race theory speech prepared. It's gonna be amazing.
I'm sorry, the 2024 book prohibits half classes now. They are banned. They are not in there. You're either an elf or a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only silly, man.
Look at you, Mr. Interesting, with all the good sides of each race and not the bad sides. Okay, we see you, Mr. I need to be special.
So,
That's a
so
big accent, that was.
so you would like to purchase the Grim Harvest. You, sir, would like to purchase the Wraith's Lament. What about Captain Pontos over there? Would you like anything?
I think I don't really want to speak up for Pontos really on these items. I don't want to sort of commit to those for him really.
I will definitely come up with a few more though, because I love coming up with magic items. So so I'll try and think of a few things that might be a bit more Pontos flavoured. He's already got the Flame Hammer of Doom, which is like probably the most powerful magic item I've ever come up with. So, that reminds me, I must share with you the updated text for the Godslayer at some point. But yeah, we'll leave Pontos out of it for now.
Okay. I would be interested in myself for the Hourglass of Dying Stars, but I would also be interested in these as well. You see, just with this armful of parchments and random bits and pieces she's found on various shelves.
Very good. Well, we'll tot it all up at the end, shall we? Well, so the Hourglass of Dying Stars. Are you sure you don't want the mirror? I mean, I can just see you as a shrieking, bedraggled waif. You know, it's.
I think once I get my own personal tower, then I could definitely see that going into the reception area of the tower for all of my guests.
Well, I envisaged it in a more intimate area, if I'm honest. But I suppose you could share it with guests. Well, anyway,
I'm not having it on the ceiling in my personal quarters.
I tell you what, I'll put a reserve tag on it for you.
Yes, yes. That's fine.
I really think that madness is your destiny. You know, it's going to be just the thing for you. Howling your innards out day and night. I can see it now.
First, I need a tower to be able to stand on the top of and shriek out.
Yes, we must make this happen. I really think it's a match made in the Nine Hells.
Yes.
Anyway, I tell you what, I'll put these items aside for you, and we'll deal with the vulgar part, the gold, when you get back. But for now, I think you have some favors to go and do me.
Yes, yes. We can definitely look at doing those, and if they're put to one side for the time being, that's perfect. But
I tell you what, I'll give you a lift back to the a less dangerous part of Neverwinter, shall I?
well, before we go, 'cause, we still want to make an agreement as per the rules of this place.
Yes, of course, yes.
I still have these more normal items, which I hopefully don't carry a favor. They can be traded more straightforward. Just
Yes,
referring to
yes.
my scrolls and odds and ends.
Yes, I dare say I could just let you buy those for for vulgar remuneration.
Yes, well, yes, they are so very useful for my research and studies.
Yes, I'm sure they will be, and they'll bring you into contact with some very interesting creatures. I am certain of that.
Yes. So, want to go through these, John?
Yeah, so let's pop that list there. So I've got the four
Yep.
scrolls that we were after.
But each of them also has an item that has to go with it as well, which so a bit the accoutrements.
Cool. So let's look them up quickly.
Yeah. So first one is a summon fiend, which is a level 6 spell,
Yep.
and needs
what do you need for that?
humanoid blood inside of a ruby vial worth at least 600 gold pieces.
Oh, bloody hell. Humanoid blood inside a ruby vial.
Ruby vial worth at least 600 gold pieces.
Wow, that's oddly specific.
Oh, they get sort of bizarre.
Okay, what about summon constructs?
Let me just get to that one. Summon constructs. An ornate stone and metal lock box worth at least 400 gold pieces. And it's a level 4 spell scroll.
And that's level 4. Okay, and summon undead.
Is a level 3 and needs a gilded skull worth at least 300 gold pieces.
Presumably they are not consumed by these, because that would be
Correct.
very expensive otherwise. And we got one more, which is
the circle.
Yep. So, what level was that?
It is a magic circle, which is a level 3.
Yep.
And needs powdered silver and iron worth at least 100 gold pieces, which is consumed every time I cast it. So I will need a bit more of that.
Yeah. What was the value again? Sorry.
It's worth at least 100 gold pieces every time I use it, because I sprinkle it around in a circle and then it gets used up.
Expensive. Okay. I'm going to very quickly have a look at the sane magic item prices thing, which hopefully will allow me to find them easily. We can but hope. So, I know it's in here somewhere.
Don't mind me as I pick up this slightly jeweled, encrusted skull and a ruby vial that's got questionable fluids in it. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry about me.
Okay, so where has the notepad gone?
And don't worry about the paladin holding the soul fucker scythe or whatever it's called.
It suits you.
Right?
Have you thought about oath breaking?
That's the thing with Oath of Glory. It's kind of like hard to break the oath.
Yeah, I can be evil, but look amazing.
But the thing with Oath Breaking Glory is that I have to be just inactive,
Humble.
doing yeah. I have to be humble and not
Yeah.
like do anything. Like words over actions is how I break my oath.
Oh, Paladin, you were so strong lifting that boulder out of the way for the people. Oh, that wasn't me. It was a joint effort. Oath breaking.
Yeah, humility, my one weakness.
Okay.
That's why I can't admit that I revived Pontos because I didn't think I could take on the dragon myself.
Well, especially while you were tripping out at the time.
The effect was gone. It's fine.
Here we go. And then we need to do some maths.
Oh, if you tell me what the values is, I'm jotting them down as well.
Let's save this notepad document as Yorl shopping. So, the scroll. The scroll of magic circle, level 3. That is the scroll itself, 200 gold pieces.
Okay. Yep.
So 300 gold pieces if you want the materials to cast it once.
Yeah. I'll work that out in a second.
Yep. Level 3 summon undead. 200 gold pieces for the scroll. We've already got a value for the gilded skull. Level 4 summon constructs. Ornate lockbox. We've got a value for 320 gold pieces for the scroll.
320. So that's 720. Yep.
Yep. And our level 6 one. 1,280 gold pieces for the scroll.
1,280.
Yep. So
Okay.
1880 if we want the whole shebang.
Yep.
So we're
Okay.
looking at 8, 15, 20.
I can do
16.
that. And
yep.
Do they have sort of enough of the powdered iron and silver to do 10 castings? So I've just got a little bit of reserve there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so that'd be 1,000. Right. Fantastic. And with that, I will put all of the gold for these items on the table and go. This is a fantastic establishment. I will definitely be coming here again for my materials and research.
Oh, very good, excellent. Well, a pleasure doing business with you. We'll do this first, shall we? And then you can do your favors for me in a bit and come back.
Certainly,
once you've done that.
I will. As I make the purchase, I will shake him by the hand on the agreement just to make sure we get a portal out.
Yep, you hear the door kind of click. There's the magical thing, and your ring feels like it has sort of come to life a little bit as well.
Right. Excellent. Well,
Yorl's ring has come to life.
He is a rather attractive man.
Oh.
Oh, are we ready to
It's-
go back to?
It's okay, Yorl. He is rather handsome, says Tyr.
Yes. Are we all ready to go back to Neverwinter, and hopefully we can find suitable targets for these favors? Put
Yes,
the size back down now, Quillark. We'll come back for it later.
Oh,
I'll get you an ice cream, okay?
Yeah.
oh.
Oh, don't be sad, Calark. I mean, maybe it'll give you enough desire to want to come back for it. Maybe you'll be able to get the door to open this time.
Oh.
He pats you on the shoulder and takes the scythe gently out of your hands. He might have to unclasp some of your fingers. No. Let go. There's a good bird.
He holds on to his scythe, looks at you sadly. Make a strength check.
Oh. He does have a fairly reasonable strength. But he's like, I'm not interested in having a tug of war with you, but it honestly won't pass through the door if you haven't paid for it. It'll just stay here.
Oh. Alright.
If we're really lucky, we'll find a wedding straight away, okay?
Yes, it's Neverwinter.
I
People
mean-
get married here all the time.
Could I just fly over the wedding and shit on either the bride or the groom, and that would count as the objection?
This is how much I object. Hang on a minute, that Aarakocra is just hovering above us and he's dropping his keks. What's he doing with his breeches round his ankles like that? That's a weird objection.
Assuming I wear breeches anywhere. I have a cloaca, dude.
Oh God.
Does anybody want to do anything here before I move you?
I am going to have to get to go to bed, I think.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, sorry about
So you are moved to Neverwinter. So we can start this fresh in the next session, I guess.
Yeah.
But to give you a small hint of what we may be looking at,
Small children attacking cats.
we are going to do this as a skill challenge. What we want is 5 successes before 3 failures. Is it 5? It might only be 4 actually, but I'll work it out. Well, there's 4 things that you've got to do, but we still want 5 skill successes. So I'm not going to make you roll skill checks to I'm not going to make you roll skill checks to find weddings, for example, but I am going to make you roll skill checks for
What we do.
for what you do, and you can be as creative as you like. The only the rules are pretty much I'll tell you this beforehand so that you can have a think about it during the week. The first rule is that you can only use a skill that you are proficient in. The second rule is you cannot use fighting skills basically unless something goes horribly wrong and we have to kind of segue into a fight, which could happen, but you can either skill challenge your way out of a fight, or you can or we can actually have the fight. If we hit 3 failures, there will almost certainly be some sort of battle. Anyway,
Before we
carry
do
on.
the skill challenge, do we get a long rest? Yeah, we get to
Yes,
Neverwinter and
yeah, you can long rest in Neverwinter.
Mhm.
But yeah, the other rule is that you can only use the same skill once. You have to be proficient, and the funnier and more interesting a tale you can weave, the better. So look at your skills. Think of a way you could use that skill narratively to bring you closer to that favour you need to do, and then we will hopefully have a good crack seeing what happens next time.
Yeah, no worries.
Let's very quickly do some awards then. I'm going to move us to the awards screen, and then we will rattle those out. Let's go to that award screen there. Make the awards visible. We have 10 awards to award, as per the usually. Let's make Kevin invisible so that I can change to the awards chat. Tactical Genius! Who was a Tactical Genius today?
I'm actually going to say Calric for trying to use that stealth magic ability.
Yeah, cool.
Because that's quite a cool little ability. It didn't work, but it was a cool ability.
No, definitely didn't work.
Kill of the week. So, Pontos. Yep, there was only one kill. Who do you think did the most damage to that thing?
Overall, I think that'd be Pontos still, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so we don't really get a yoink this time then.
Yeah, well, you can't. So you know more than others. The rest of us, because we don't know what stuff it was immune to or resistant to. So,
well, it was resistant to fire, lightning. No, yeah, it was just resistant to fire and lightning, and it had some damage immunities as well. But yeah, it was. Yeah, I think I think Pontos probably did the most damage to it. The next thing is one of those ones that's so specific that it doesn't come up that often.
which one is this?
Kill from the grave.
Well, that was actually Pontus because he killed it outside of his turn.
Correct. He did. I'm so used to not being able to award it.
Yeah, it was a parting blow.
Yeah, that I forget it is even possible. Yeah, he did kill from the grave because he killed it with an attack of opportunity. Damage dealer. It seems to be the Pontos show today, doesn't it? Because I'm pretty sure he probably did the most damage.
I think he probably took the most as well.
More than likely. So damage dealer Pontos. Best supporting role.
Oh, that'd be Quellock with his healing.
That was quite important.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know I'm great.
The Baldric Award. I have a cunning plan, my lord. Who had a cunning plan, my lord?
The thing, doesn't that one like coincide with Tactical Genius quite a bit though?
Possibly. I mean, if ever you think you want to rejig the awards list, I am more than happy with that. Some of these things are, I don't know, relics from when we very first started doing awards. So, yoink and kill from the grave and all that sort of thing.
Hiding behind the pillars and just trying to keep out of trouble. It was a cunning plan of not dying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Yorrel even got targeted.
She did She did last week with the breath weapon. She went, "I'm going to get further away."
Yeah. This week she was safe as houses, wasn't she? There we go. So role player of the week doesn't necessarily have to be. Oh, excuse me. Doesn't necessarily have to be kind of heavy character role playing. It can just be doing things your character would do.
Oh.
I mean, it can be can
Oh.
be characterization, character development, that sort of thing.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
that
that was more.
that was
that was-
amazing. That was so much fun. I
I was gonna say like that was me, not even Kellark, but okay.
yeah, he was kind of
Oh,
Oh. Burke. Oh.
whose side are you on? Disappointingly cannot be awarded.
If you hadn't teleported the first time, I was looking at doing a lightning bolt, which may have clipped someone. I don't know, but
Oh,
maybe not the time.
yeah, maybe next time.
Dude's gonna hide out of sight from the dragon and do friendly fire. Fantastic.
I couldn't see where everyone was. I thought you were out of the way. Honest. When I'm hiding
Look,
behind the pillar and I just reach my hand out and just shoot that way.
Look, you're wearing plate armor. You were the perfect conductor for it. What do you want me to do?
Pontos.
Yeah, our final award this week, the Pincushion Award, which is definitely going to Pontos because I'm pretty sure he was the most beaten up. I can't believe I didn't manage to get any death saves out of you. That was a bit disappointing. Still, thank you for joining me for this, our 4th episode of the Order of Nine Angels, and over 100 overall, but I can't remember what number.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Well, that's a good one. Have a lovely week, everybody, and we shall reconvene in 7 of your Earth days for even more of the Order of Nine Angels.
No worries.
Yeah, have a good one, guys. Catch you next time.
No worries.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Tomorrow or something, I'll get the loot all typed up and put on the system, so we've got it all on the record for all of the gems and the gold and everything. If we need to divvy it up while people are going shopping, we can do, or whatever hook John gives us for actually looking for these angels. And we'll go from there.
Cool.
Brilliant.
All right.
Awesome.
Okay.
Have a
Catch
good
you
night
later.
all. See you later.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Yep. See you.
Bye.